Welcome back, folks, and today we're bringing you a ship that, I'll be honest, I did not think I would get you guys footage for this ship. I don't. I did not think I would ever get footage for this ship. And the main reason I can say that is that I just didn't think so. I did not think I would find you guys footage for this ship. I didn't. I honestly did not think I would find you guys footage. I mean, I bought this ship in September and have struggled to get footage. It's been that long. September 23 is when I got this ship, and I have been struggling to bring you guys footage since then. It was a pain. So you can imagine my thrill when I got the op that I did, and I knew what I was going to do. I figured I would be on the top 2, but being on the top was just glad that I got the footage. Finally. But it's a standard tier 8, bonus package without the Merits flag. Nothing, special, and with the clan also. Armor-wise, it's San Diego. The thing's a squishy piece of shit, basically. It's squishy. Like, as you can tell, 16mm bow, 16 on the side, 16 aft, and then you got your Citadel armor. So let's pull that armor away for you. That's your Citadel. 6 way above the waterline. And believe me, you get Citadel. You'd be surprised the number of times where I've gotten Citadel. Oddly enough, in the replay we're showing you, broadside to battleships and was not getting Citadel. I guess I just got lucky. They must have been hitting the upper belt part of it. The part where everywhere else was not the Citadel. So we were getting lucky. The guns, though, are definitely a talking point. But for the HP, though, you definitely need survivability expert. I have the enhanced survivability expert from Ovechkin, so I get 31,900. But without it, you would get less, and that is a downside. You want a lot of HP on this ship, and it really does hurt if you don't have survivability expert, because you're gonna have a lot less. Now the guns. 7-second 180, 3.3 switch time, 5.5 reload, and you do get a reload booster, so, and that is a talking point. We will get into that. The range, though, is only 15 kilometers. Not the best, but doable. SAP does a max damage with the right skill. It's 2,000. HE, AP, 2,100. The torps, though, I wish they were longer range, but they're only 4.5. They do 65 knots and have a 1.3 detectability. They do 17,000. It's not bad, but it could be better. Airstrike-wise, it's not the best. 7 kilometers, your sub food, unless you ambush that sub. AA-wise, is a huge talking point on this ship. San Diego has great AA. That's just a given. It's what the Atlanta, in my opinion, used to be. If anything, the San Diego is the Atlanta of Tier 8 now. So AA, huge selling point. Maneuverability, 32 knots. 610 turning circle with a 7-second rudder shift. It's not bad. Could be better. I wish the rudder shift could have a little bit of a buff. That would be my main criticism. Concealment, full build, 10 kilometers, nothing real special. Now, for the build, though, I did something a little bit different. And so I did main armaments 1, engine room, aiming systems, propulsion, and this is where it would get iffy. Because some people would take concealment. I actually took ship consumables because you get that plus 10% to action time. That's only a few seconds, But that's a little bit more time of fuel, a little bit more time of hydro, a little bit more time of defensive AA, and a little bit more time of, well, the reload booster. And the reload booster is, well, 3 minutes on cooldown. It has an action time of 16 seconds with that skill activated and the module activated. So it does add up. And you will see that activated in the reload, or in the replay, for sure. And by the op, you will know where to look in that op easily. And I'll put a timestamp just to make it easier. But you do need survivability expert. And that leads to another talking point. We're only at 18 points. So this would be a 21 point build. So for the first skills, of course, last stand, priority target, survivability expert, and concealment. Then after that, adrenaline rush, I would go superintendent, then heavy HE and sap, consumable specialist, and then gun feeder. That would be the San Diego's build. And I honestly tried to make it work without priority target, but I just couldn't do it. You need priority target because the ship is so squishy. You need to know it's aiming at you. It's not like Austin where you have a 30mm plate on your side that can bounce shells. Yeah, Austin has that 30mm plating on the side which allows you to bounce things. So you can get away with taking without not taking priority target on Austin. But you need it on San Diego. It's definitely one of those ships. And again, you get the dual camo ability. The first one's usually the best. It makes it look more brighter. Looks at make like a nicer ship. Personally speaking, that's me. But Austin, or San Diego, it was a very challenging ship to find footage for you guys. And there were times where I just didn't even want to play it. I gave up. Like I said, I just gave up, and I didn't expect to ever bring you footage for the ship. But I'm glad I gave it one last shot, and we got you some footage. Would I recommend the ship? An honest opinions review? Honestly, I think yes. Absolutely, I would recommend it. But I would come with stipulations. You'd have to run it in a division with a Yorktown. Because the ability to drop smoke on that San Diego would allow that San Diego to get into that much more tougher positions. But those tougher positions, when played right, could equal more damage, more XP, more viability. For sure. Absolutely. Or a destroyer. You need to play with something that has smoke. And I didn't play with the destroyer. But I know what I'm doing. You guys know how I play my ops. And just judging by the sheer amount of XP, I've given the ship a lot of time to really try to figure it out. And a lot of my understanding the ship hasn't come from playing it. It's came from the replays that you guys have sent me. That I've watched and like, okay, this is how he plays San Diego. And then tried to figure out a way to make it work. But I hope you enjoy the footage. Because it was a pain to get footage for. Welcome back, folks, and we've got San Diego here today with Voram and the Kagero, Prio and the Zeiton, and Cap has finally come in with his Massey. Now, our team is a Turpitz B, Lazo, and a Kubernetes. Now, San Diego is a ship that I picked up when I exchanged the Alabama that I had for the San Diego during the ship exchange thing in September. She's been on my list of ships to make for a long time, but we never got around to her.
This is the base commander.
And we did have some good matches in a trial version of the ship from the Night of the Museums that we got. But I didn't, or from the rental version I got from her a couple, before I was able to pick her up during the ship exchange. And I could have used that one, but I wanted to wait. And I just had a hell of a time finding footage for this ship. I'm sorry, but I gave up hope, honestly, finding footage for this ship. I honestly did. Now, I did have this map once before, and I did try to do this strategy once, but I got deleted. So I approached this same thing from a different way. Because the last time I was on this map I tried to get out into that smoke to farm and do stuff, but a CV Lexington kept blocking my way. Now, Cap and Creo are arguing which one wants to go for the northern ship. Massey can do it, but Cap's logic is that since Zeiton is faster with the speed flag and risk, he's the better ship to do it, which I totally agree. Or Turpins can. It's a little, but he doesn't want to come south. I don't know how I got 2 ricochets with the sap, but the Kubernetes is going to take a torp. That is so unfortunate. Funny, and you do see that Volram just barely misses that torp. You did see it just squeeze by his ship also. Now, I do hold my fire because of him. Because that Mahan is still there. And then I'm like, well, let's wait a little bit longer. And then we shoot. We're not detected. That means the Mahan is outside of our smoke firing range. We do pick up the ND. And we can see that our guys are sending torps on literally everything. Like, look at all those torps, folks. Look at them all. We're just farming damage. We got 19 seconds. But we've got to get moving. We've got to get moving. We see, look at that, all those torps. That's just hilarious, the amount of torps.
Fire alarm.
Now we do have 3 aiming at us now. That is more than, now we have 1, so we know which one it is. We know the battleship is aiming at us. And you can see his guns turning to us. I'm trying to go broadside, so it has the ability to overpin. Potentially. But I do know this is where it really hurt the first time. Where I came out here doing this, and I just got Citadel to death. But I didn't have 2 DDs taking on battleships for me. And I'm thinking, this is going to hurt, that's going to hurt, and it misses. But I know he still has those back guns coming around.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Always checking to see. There's another set, and I'm thinking that was lucky. I'm seeing he stopped shooting at us, and he's not aiming at us. So, and we know Volram needs help. So we take one more shot at this Wyoming, and then we switch immediately to this Mahan to help Volram out. And literally within 1 salvo, we basically take that guy's health advantage, and then our second salvo picks him up. Now we're in a wonderful position for the Omahas. This is the best position you can get in. I still have my heal off cooldown, and I still have a reload booster off cooldown. Turpins does pick up the Atlanta, but the Dallas kills the Lazo, and then Prio picks up the Dallas, or the, yeah. So that is unfortunate. I don't know how Lazo dies to a Dallas, and he says, "Damn, just too late." Sad face. Now we have AP loaded. This is gonna be great. Lots of damage. Reload booster.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Trio picks up that one. Our reload booster's off cooldown, unfortunately, but we're still getting Citadel damage.
Fire alarm.
We pop our repair and our heal. Now,
Problem solved, sir. Enemy cruiser founder.
the DD got one torp on it, and then I still picked it up before his other torps could finish it. But we pick up our natural selection, and we lit up literally 100,000 just right there. 46 Citadels. I'm thinking, oh hell no, I'm not getting torp. And I pop my hydro instant because I'm like, I don't want to get torp. I don't have the health.
Carrier was spotted in the combat area.
And I'm like, okay, I could go and help Volram, but I'm like, you know what? Let's risk it. I load sap, and we're going for the CV. We are going to put ourselves kind of in the middle where we can kind of run away if we have to, because if that first wave spawns south of us, we're screwed. Because you can see our detection is 10.3, and it goes well within those ships firing. And you can see he is literally just right on the edge of my firing range. I literally just need Volram to get up there and just spot him, and then I can just hammer away at him. Cap should be shooting right now. Cap was going to shoot before and pop a spotter, but he does pop a spotter, and he's just slightly shy of it. And I wait just a little bit longer. I'm in range, I aim for the back, and then I stop, and then I just start unloading. And you can just see the sheer amount of damage we're just pumping in this thing. With solid sap rounds, it's just like ridiculous. And we managed to just Citadel the death out of it
Carrier destroyed.
before Volram's torps even reach it. And we're like, okay, time to go. So right there, we jump up another 60k to 220, folks. Now, looking at the guns, we got lucky on a lot of them. We have more penetrations than we do everything else. And he says, Volram, I'll try to draw fire. And so Prio's coming out to help us give us some fire. Now, the DDs are showing up. Not totally worried, but I am going to run. I just got to get the aim on these guys, and then my sap show to do most of the damage. Like that.
Warship commanders. Transport aircraft have arrived. Proceed
Slow
to
down.
evacuation. Protect the aerodrome until embarkation.
The reels are not shooting me much anymore.
Leave base. Provide gunfire support for attack aircraft.
Now, as far as this strategy goes, a normal random op player cannot pull this off. Unless you have practice. This is one of those strategies. This ship does not have a lot of HP. As you can tell, even with Survivability Expert. And the Enhanced Survivability Expert at that. It's a tough ship. That's why I gave up on the ship. Because I honestly I didn't think I would ever find any footage. But that brings it up to 240 right now. And we pop our heal because, yes, it's our last heal, but we pop it and our repair ability will go up even further because with the heal circle plus everything going off, it'll just allow us to get that much health much more faster. And I'm like, I could shoot, but he's gonna be dead. So it's better just to stay dark and heal up. So as we've done our job, me and Volworm are done our jobs, it's time for us to get our health back. You do your job like this, and you can afford to take a little bit of a break in the op. Give your fingers a nice cracking and just relax. Just chill. And the second wave's coming in. It's gonna be directly south of us. And I'm preparing for the DDs. That's what I'm waiting for.
Attention. We intercepted enemy communications.
Start immediately
A
pushing.
group of enemy destroyers have been sent to disrupt our repair base. Do not allow
And they pop
them to
right up
capture
in front of
repair
me.
base.
I was gonna go around the island and get on their broadsides, but I realized that that's not gonna be possible. So I just have to make a U-turn. I wait a little bit of time, pop my Hydro, because the Hydro will they'll walk right into that Hydro range. And Trio does his job,
Fire alarm.
but we also ended up in a very
Problem solved,
advantageous
sir.
position. A lot better than what I thought I would get. Because I got this really nice rock here. And you can see that if you get right near it, you can actually shoot right over it and it'll land up. Now, you have to be careful because of the battleship, but it's a very nice rock. I found that out. So I will not forget this rock. And Vol's having a hard time with that Omaha, so I'm shooting him to try to help get him down to give him some breathing room. And I do believe they did change some of the bot behavior on this map, because you did see that Omaha stuff. You did see the Omaha stuff.
Designated targets destroyed.
So we leave it on literally 100 HP for Volrom's corpse. Now, again, those swords weren't aimed at him. They were aimed at the North Coast. And I said, time to leave, time to leave.
In 5 minutes.
He is looking at us now. There's the shots, but we managed to accelerate out of them before they hit us. We pop our heal, and we're gonna go help on. We're gonna go straight through this. We're gonna get some more health back, and we're driving straight out. Because we're going straight in on the third wave. Vorum's already out there doing his thing. As you all remember, like Torpedo Reload Booster Kagero. Again, I mentioned that this third wave is beautiful. Because those torps will just spread out and pop everything. Now Vorum is caught in the radar range, and he's thinking, I'm dead. Now he's launched both sets of torps. Let's launch those torps, folks. I think we got a dead Cleveland on our hands. Yep, dead Cleveland. And that is the dead Benson. But the rest of the torps, he gets a couple on the Missouri. But he does pick up Ray. We're just popping sap on this guy to try to help get him down. To keep Vorum alive. We got this nice juicy DD here. And we do pick up the Farragut.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
We drop corpse on that smoke, because we know he's there somewhere. I mean, these are only like 4-kilometer torps. Okay, 4.5-kilometer torps. They're not the best. They have decent speed, though. And I drop a wide one because I'm thinking, you know, maybe he'll speed up, maybe not. The second set actually hits. Or the first set hits, but not great. Again, but this ship is mostly a gunboat, and then I just spam sap into a superstructure. And we do pick up the Missouri. So we end up with 319k. 9 kills in a San Diego. We made a solid $500,000 profit. We weren't running any ship boosters or free XP boosters. Because my history in the ship is I usually die real quickly, so I didn't run any free XP boosters. But that would have been a nice 2k free XP game. We do pick up C-Star, Assistant, and Natural Selection. We're top of the team with 1752. Poor Cap is at the bottom. Probably because we were taking all the damage. What'd you see? We did about 56,000 that Ranger. And then you just see the damage we did to the cruisers. We did about 21,000 that Missouri. Not the best. Wish we had done more to him. But you see the damage we did to that Wyoming, it's not bad, but you have to pump out a lot of shells to get that kind of damage. That's the problem. Now looking at what did damage to us, it was mostly DDs and cruisers and a couple battleships. Not much. We did a good job of mitigating the damage for sure. Final score credit, we still made $4.5 million. Or sorry, I wish it was $4.5 million, but $450,000. And we are running Alexander Ovechkin, the improved commander that you can't get anymore. But that is San Diego for you folks. A really good ship, a very high learning curve. Not for the normal new player. Definitely not. I would only take the ship if you have 2 or 3 years of experience under your belt in World of Warships.